Welcome to Gilligan's Gadget Garden. You are being served by Shopomat 2000. How may I help you?
Yeah, Doc sent me to get a set of cartridges.
Of course, we currently offer 2 different brands. The first is Platinum Proof Professional. They are somewhat more expensive but of better quality. There is a cheaper kind as well. Cowboy Dodo's Jolly All-Purpose Cartridges. Their quality may not be top of the line, but they come with a free colorful lollipop.
A lollipop?
So which brand do you prefer?
And those are really the good cartridges?
Of course. Remember, Goal's mind is at stake here.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Did it work?
I'm not sure. Something's not right.
Rufus? I might have known. Why does the same question pop up in my mind every time I set eyes on you?
Who's that good-looking guy in the snappy overcoat?
Where am I?
Because the aura of my magnetism is befuddling your sense of orientation.
Seriously, where did you drag me off to this time? And what is that awful smell?
This is the floating black market. You're safe here.
Safe. Rufus, I was on my way to Elysium.
Well, yes, you were, but with the wrong guy.
Cletus wanted to help me.
And you trust that lying slime bag?
Guess who I am more likely to trust? My fiancé or his cheap imitation?
Hey, what's up with you?
What's up? I wake up only to find myself in some stinking torture chamber. That's what's up with me. I'm already itching all over just because I'm forced to breathe this foul, polluted air. I'm about to be sick. I need to get out of here.
She seems to be pretty mad.
Not really. I just have a certain effect on explosive women.
What, lighting the fuse?
Yeah, very funny. But she actually did seem a little volatile. Are you sure you didn't mess her up somehow?
I think I might be able to explain this. Some information wasn't written to the cartridge, almost as if we had used the cheap ones.
Not as cheap as your excuses.
Her mind appears to have been split 3 ways.
So, the woman who just stomped out of the lab is only a part of Goal?
And not the most agreeable part, I hope.
Come on, Doc. I thought you were an expert.
It is nothing that I can't fix, but for that, I need all 3 cartridges, including the one that is currently inserted in her implant. Also, I cannot operate without the consent of the patient. Therefore, all 3 parts of Goal must cooperate before I can go ahead with the surgery.
Oh yeah, judging from her mood, she'll be positively enthusiastic about you flipping open her skull again.
Agreed. Maybe you had better start with a different part of her character.
Huh?
Take the 2 cartridges that are still in the output hopper. And this thing.
What is it? A remote control?
Not quite. See that compartment in the back? Just insert one of the other cartridges and press the button when you're close to Goal.
That's what I said, a remote.
It's more complicated than that. Data's written to a buffer and...
And I can zap back and forth between 2 characters.
No. Yes. Something like that, but
Just like a remote.
just like a remote.
Cool. I wish I'd had one of these for Tony.
Hurry up, Rufus. The longer the fragments of her character get used to their independence, the more difficult it will become to talk them into having that surgery done. Go find Goal and persuade her. All 3 parts of her. I will prepare everything else here in the meantime.
All right, here we go. It's okay. Not necessary. I've got all the time I need. Not necessary. I've got... Does it have juice?
Don't play around with the equipment. If you aren't careful, you can open a wormhole.
I'm gonna have to brood on this idea for a while longer. It's okay. Yeah, goal is hot. The cartridge fits. Now the remote just has to work. Thanks to my charm, the rest will be child's play. Unfortunately, Doc hasn't invented a lazy bum. Unfortunately, Doc lazy. Hello again.
Ah, Rufus, how are you getting on?
We really have to put Goal back together again.
I'm working on it. Simply persuade her to undergo the surgery. That is, all 3 versions of her. Use the remote to switch between cartridges. Once you have convinced all 3, send them to my lab. I'll see to the rest.
What went wrong?
Looks like Gilligan actually palmed off the wrong cartridges on you.
Oh, what a scoundrel!
Goal's mind is now distributed over 3 cartridges. Each cartridge contains different aspects of her character.
Well, it's no big deal. If you know one side of her, you know them all.
Not really.
How does switching the cartridge work again?
Use the remote when you're close to her. That way you can briefly detach her mind from her body. Depending on which cartridge is currently in the remote, a new mind will then be loaded to the cartridge in her implant. And the mind that was in her brain prior to that will be buffered in the ether and then saved to the cartridge in the remote.
Cool.
Pew-pew! Okay. Usually at this point, people ask me whether it isn't dangerous.
So the others are all wimps, unlike me.
I'm just saying, the risk of lasting brain damage and all that.
Quite the opposite. I'm way cool. Super cool Sheriff Rufus with his deadly remote of permanent brain damage. Pachoo! Pachoo!
Oh.
Nice office.
Gee, thanks, Rufus.
Now, I would have furnished it a bit differently, but it's still not bad.
Yes, I know. The shielding of the generator resonates rather awkwardly with the induction field of the magnetic solenoid coil in the main capacitor. But what would you do if you had oscillation frequencies of 6 gigahertz and more with a constant 30 Teslas?
Oh, yeah, let me see. I would move the generator a little more to the left.
But with this kind of field intensity, wouldn't that be too dangerous? I would hate to accidentally create a neutron star in my office.
Yeah, well...
You know what we're talking about, don't you?
Of course I know, and I still say more to the left.
If you think so, have you noticed anything else?
What's the freezer for?
That's where I keep the spare brains for my operations. And my lunchbox, of course, but right now it's empty.
Plenty of ice, no brains, and nothing to eat? Sounds like a fashion show to me. What's that funny apparatus in the lock next door?
Don't you mess with that, kid. It is part of an experiment designed to revive dead brain tissue by means of well-aimed electrical impulses. But there are a few obnoxious side effects that so far I haven't been able to remedy.
What kind of side effects?
The electrical field is so strong that space will fold around the generator, and the resulting creases are really hard to iron out.
Can I borrow some tools from you?
Go ahead, help yourself. All I need to do now is make a few fine adjustments. For that, I just need a hammer and some chewing gum.
Yeah, sounds good. My office was cooler and bigger.
Really? The one in your ex-girlfriend's house?
Yep, not only bigger, there were also more blinky things. And it also had more of those things next to the door.
Light switches?
Precisely. So, which one is the real goal?
Every one of them. And none of them.
Oh, I see. Just like breeding mimicry wombats.
What? No. Each of the 3 goals represents one side of the real goal. But the whole is more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, just like the wombats. Those critters breed like crazy if you don't watch out.
What? No. Never mind. Let's just say we need all 3 goals to cooperate. I cannot put them back together without their consent.
Hey, you don't have to tell me. I almost lost a finger once that way. These horrid little beasts. I'll be off then.
Quiet.
Hello? Testing, testing. Attention, attention. This is an important announcement. A comet is approaching the floating black market. I repeat, a comet is approaching the floating black market. In order to avoid panic, you should consider suicide as an option. Great, now the pipe's closed. but it didn't do me any good. I'd better leave it open. And keep it in the back of my mind, just in case.
Don't believe it! I don't care if you're new to the neighborhood. Even if Brad Pitt in person stood at my door carrying cake, I would still take my nail garden. What the? Who are you?
I think I lost my way.
Yeah, I think so too. But I've got good news for you. It's not gonna happen anymore in the future.
Because then I'll know my way around?
Because you won't be able to walk, that's why.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah, don't even think about bugging me again. What is it this time? I told you, I don't lend stuff to no one. So don't complain when you get a cup of cyanide instead of milk. What the? What do you want this time?
Do you know Captain Bozo?
Captain? Ha! Does it make you a captain these days if you only just manage to keep a rusty junk trawler afloat? The only captain I know is Captain Seagull up in Bellevue. But I'll take Bozo any day over that puffed up imbecile.
So, you know him?
I'm currently wearing his underwear, if you really must know.
What have you got on offer?
My specialty today is cuts and stab wounds for obnoxious visitors.
Holy crap on a cracker. I would like a knife.
In your gut or in your eye? You can have both.
Do you think that's the smartest way to treat a potential customer?
You? A potential customer? Ha! Just look at you! You should be glad I haven't shot you yet, with the emphasis on yet.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah, don't even think about bugging me again.
Oops. Why does that always happen to me with antennas? Oh, no. I can't while someone's watching. Oh, no. I can't while some...
Hey, you! Why are you sneaking around here?
Do you mean me?
Of course I mean you. Or do you have an invisible buddy with you?
Ha! If I had a buddy with me, he wouldn't be half as invisible as I am, because I move as inconspicuously as a ninja.
No way. The way you stomp around, I would notice you even if you were hidden, using the golden dragon of invisibility from Gilligan's Gadget Shop.
Ha! A real ninja doesn't need gadgets. I can dissolve into thin air with my secret stealth powers anytime.
Then please do that. I don't want to see you around here again. Understand?
Oh, Sole mio.
I never touch stuff that some stranger has already had in there, really. A music stand? Uh-oh, that spells trouble. These foreign models are just pieces of junk. Something's always breaking down.
Hey, leave the can. It's the only thing that provides light in here when the generator...
I'm sure I could extend the range of the remote with it. Then I could comfortably switch goal back and forth. All I need is the couch. All right, Rufus. This is a routine situation for a ladies' man like yourself. Easy peasy. No reason at all to be nervous. You are eloquent and witty. Very handsome. And your hair smells of solvent. Now, for the right facial expression. Here it comes. Check. Charm cannons at full blast. And now, to come up with the best possible line. Oh, that's it. A classic. Take a deep breath, and then... Here I go.
Oh, heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
Wait here, I'll be right back.
Is that a promise?
Of course.
Good. That increases the chances that you'll stay away.
What a woman.
Oh, heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
Realizing that is part of knowing me.
Just like living in constant fear of grievous bodily harm.
Exactly. So, this is where you've been hanging out.
Believe me, I would much rather be on the West Promenade by the rotating gardens. At this time of year, Morris serves the best soyacino in all of Elysium. Instead, I'm sitting in this hole in the ground drinking... What is this, anyway?
Camel drool, what else?
Camel drool.
No, wait, the camel drool's still under the counter. What you got there is the tincture for my nail infection.
Ah! Does that mean you bathed your filthy nails in this?
Yeah, but go ahead and drink it. Apparently it only works on fingernails.
And this is where my mechanisms of repression should be kicking in. Ah! Here they are.
Are you mad at me for some reason?
Whatever makes you think that? You kidnapped me, caused me a bad head injury.
That's not the way I remember it.
You appear to be suffering from a perception disorder.
You mean, in reality, you're not sexy at all?
Just stay away from me. Understood?
Hey, baby.
There he goes again.
What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Good question. What am I doing here? Oh, I remember. You dropped me from the escape pod.
Saved you, dropped you. Doesn't all that depend on the point of view?
Only if you're a short-sighted idiot.
Luckily, that's easy to verify. Hey, Bozo, did I rescue Goal?
No idea. I gave up trying to understand what you were doing a long time ago.
You see? Bozo thinks I'm cool, too. Here's looking at you, kid.
Why? Do you have a sty or something?
Now that you mention it, I've actually got a little eye infection.
Ugh, keep your distance, okay?
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
It did indeed.
Oh, right. Yes, I can imagine. We're actually not all that different. Neither of us belongs on this planet.
That's right. I belong on Elysium, and you belong in solitary confinement.
No. What I meant was, we belong together. We are soulmates, so to speak.
I have no idea where you get that notion. I am sophisticated. I am educated.
Check.
I haven't got any communicable diseases.
But I still maintain that we're very similar.
Just don't come too close to me, will you?
I give up.
I'm afraid I already know you better than that.
You have to come with me and see Doc.
What for? So you can demolish my head even further?
Ah, really turned your head, did I?
Turning heads and demolishing them are two different things.
With Tony's tortoise, they weren't.
Listen, Rufus, I am dirty, my hair is a mess, and my head feels like someone sliced through my skull with a circular saw.
Yes, but there's no proof.
And to top it all off, I'm starving. So, you had better stay away from me.
Hey, if you're hungry, I've got a leftover bowl of peanuts from our last mud cake festival.
Ooh, yuck! It's growing hair. I bet this little bowl contains more killer bacteria than a biological warfare lab.
Nah, we're all out of killer bacteria. These are influenza viruses.
You must come with me. Something went wrong with the surgery.
What do you mean something went wrong?
Well, you know the fairy tale about the three bears? It was pretty much like that, just that there were no bears. And that your mind was, split three ways during botched brain surgery, that's all.
What?
No, don't panic, I'll fix everything. What do I have to do to make you come along?
First of all, you should look up the meaning of the word no.
Yeah, all right, let's assume I just did that. What would I have to do next? Could I interest you in a romantic dinner?
A dinner invitation? Really? Huh. Maybe there is a spark of gallantry left under that filthy coat of yours.
Dinner first. You can go looking for my gallantry later.
Which restaurants did you have in mind? And is it clean?
A restaurant? I was thinking of, an extra serving of peanuts. I mean, they're free, aren't they?
Yeah, if you don't count the doctor's bill.
Ah, great.
It sounded too good to be true. Just forget it.
Won't you please just come along?
No, I'd rather starve here.
Can't we speed this up a little? We both know that you can't resist me forever.
I said no. And if you were a gentleman, you would know what that word means.
Could I interest you?
A dinner invitation? Really? Huh.
Dinner first. You can go looking.
Which restaurant? And...
A restaurant? I was thinking they're free, aren't they? Ah, great.
Just forget.
Wait here. I'll be right back.
Is that a promise?
Of course.
Good. That increases the chances that you'll stay away.
What a woman. I'd rather not let these peanuts get too close to my stuff. Not that I'm afraid of germs in general, but these are wearing stocking masks. I'd rather not let these peanuts get too close. Not that I'm afraid of germs in general, but these are wearing stock.
Huh? What the... Where am I?
Don't you know? You haven't had that much to drink. This is still Gulliver's Gully, the darkest dive in the floating black market.
Floating black market? Not on Deponia.
Where else?
Rufus, I'll wring his neck.
Everything okay?
Just give me some of your strongest. As long as I'm here, I may as well rot my brain.
One rust-red brain death coming right up.
What? How did I wind up here?
Most people ask that, but very few of them really want to hear the answer.
You're funny. Oh, it's you! How nice!
You have to come with me and see Doc.
Oh my gosh. Am I sick then?
No, you...
Oh dear. I can feel it now. I think I'm running a fever.
No, you're not sick.
My feet. Look and tell me if my uvula is swollen.
Will you listen to me? You're not sick.
Oh, what a relief. And here I was thinking I had to see Doc.
But you do have to see Doc.
Oh my gosh. Am I sick then?
This is gonna be one of those days. So, this is where you've been hanging out.
Have I? That's crazy. I can't even remember how I got here.
Can't you remember anything?
Well, yes, you are... Rudy.
Rufus.
Oh, this is exhausting. My head feels as if a burning saw blade hit me in the temple.
You obviously can't remember anything at all. That makes it even more important for you to go see Doc.
Oh, you're probably right. You're such a good friend, Rudy.
Sure. So, are you coming? There's no time to lose. We need to prevent the Organon from blowing up Deponia.
Wait, did I hear that right? You're planning to stop the Organon? Don't tell me you're with those resistance fruitcakes.
Resistance? What are you talking about?
What do you think? Janosch and his people. Who else?
Janosch?
I told him 1,000 times that I won't have any conspiratorial meetings in my bar. First, they're all death to the Organon. And then I end up having to scrape peanut chips out of the jukebox.
Did you hear that, Rufus? A real resistance movement.
I heard it. How terribly exciting. But the really important thing is that we're both headed to Doc now. We're gonna fix your brain, and...
We can't do that now. We need to join the resistance.
Yes. What? Janosch. What's up with that Janosch?
That's what I would like to know.
No, that was a rhetorical question. Janosch is the leader of the resistance. You keep raving about him.
Really? He must be quite a daredevil.
Oh, good grief. It doesn't really matter how you got here. What's more important, I know how you can leave here.
Oh, in a dirigible! Please tell me it's a dirigible!
No, not in a dirigible.
Oh.
Maybe later.
Yippee!
Will you come along to see Doc now?
But Rufus, in a situation like this, how can I think of myself? The fate of the entire world is at stake.
I thought we were going to save the world from Elysium.
No! You can't save the world sitting at a desk.
I was actually thinking about a recliner.
Don't you know anything about freedom fighters? It takes many little sparks to get a fire going.
Actually, it goes faster than that.
Oh, Rufus. Here I was thinking you're an activist, just like Janosch.
Well, I am. It's just that I prefer recreational activities. What do I have to do to make you come along?
I don't know. Can you do magic?
Of course, I'm really good at making objects disappear.
Ooh! Too bad we haven't got time for that. We need to join the resistance, just like Janosch.
Oh, is this really necessary?
Oh, please.
Oh, all right. But then we'll go see Doc.
Of course. A true resistance fighter will go anywhere.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
Yay! Huh? What the?
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll have the same again. You again. What do you want?
So, this is where you've been hanging out.
So what? Do I have to ask your leave every time I want to go somewhere?
Yes, that would be helpful.
Dream on, wimp. I don't even know myself how I got here. But since I'm here now anyway, I might as well explore my surroundings. And by surroundings, I mean this drink.
Hey, you can't do that.
Calm down. It's all on Rufus today.
But that was my lighter fluid.
Yeah, that's how it tasted. Hit me with another.
Aren't you even wondering how you got here?
Not really. You're in the vicinity. That should suffice as an explanation.
Well, I'm always good for a surprise.
You are basically the human equivalent of spontaneous self-combustion.
Wow, thanks.
Damn, that came across much too nicely.
You have to come with me and see Doc.
I must? I don't think so.
But your health is at stake.
Don't worry, I'm feeling just great.
But if you don't come...
Then what? Will I get bruises? Will my shoulder be dislocated? Will I get a nosebleed?
No, not that. But
But you will if you keep bothering me like that.
yeah, well, bother.
Rufus,
What?
a little friendly advice. Never provoke a woman with a temper. Believe me, I once knew a woman who...
You stay out of this.
You two do what you want then.
Where were we?
I think I was about to bring you with this bar stool.
Ah, yes, great. Then let's proceed.
Hey, no fighting in my bar, you hear?
Yeah. You must come with me. Something went wrong with the surgery.
So what? That goes for your birth as well. Do you hear me complaining?
Will you listen now? Your implant was damaged when...
Meh, you're boring me.
Please, Goal, you must come with me.
Make me if you can. I'd love to see how you propose to do that, with no arms and all.
I do have arms.
Oh, those are arms? I thought you had dropped some spaghetti on your shirt.
Take a good look at them, because you won't see much of them when I spank your behind.
Rufus, I don't think that's a very bright idea.
If only I had a zloty for every time I've heard that sentence. Then maybe I could finally afford the kneecap replacement that people keep telling me I need.
I just mean, you gotta be careful with temperamental ladies.
Or the steel plate to cover my skull fracture.
Are you even listening to me?
Or the tympanic membrane transplant.
I give up.
What do I have to do to make you come along?
You could sing the Dumb Bum song for me.
That's a piece of cake. Here comes the dum bum, the dum bum, the dum bum, the dum bum, the dopey dim, dopey dim, dopey dim, dopey dim, dum bum. Oh yeah. Hey, wait a minute.
Oh man, you're cracking me up.
I told you that wouldn't work. But since you refuse to listen to me...
If I listen to you, will you sing me the dum bum song?
I don't know. How'd the lyrics go again?
It's quite simple. Here comes the dum bum, the dum bum, the dum bum, the dum bum, the dopey dim, dopey dim, dopey dim, dopey dim, dum bum. Oh yeah. Dang! Won't you please just come along?
Nope.
But
Nope.
oh, stubbornness, thy name is woman.
See, I told you it wouldn't work this way. If you want my advice,
Nope.
but
Nope.
whatever.
We have to keep the organon from blowing up Deponia.
No worries. I'm going to take care of the organon myself.
Really? And just how are you planning to do that?
I'll just whoop their butts if they dare to cross me.
Damn! Why didn't I think of that? Hey, baby.
Are you trying to hit on me? Save your breath, wimp.
Hey, you got me all wrong. I can wrap you around my pinky in my sleep.
You'd better beware, or I'll wrap something around your throat in your sleep.
See? I haven't even started, and you're already fantasizing about you and me in bed together. You're actually pretty cool. We're a fine match.
Ha! Dream on, wimp.
Your mouth is saying no, but your eyes are saying yes.
Would you like to hear what my fist is saying?
No, maybe not right now. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Yes, damn it.
Yeah, right. Probably did, huh? Here's looking at you, kid.
Who are you calling a kid, you pipsqueak?
Oh, yeah? Who are you calling a pipsqueak, you beanpole?
Oh yeah? Who are you calling a beanpole, you rat?
Yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, who are you calling a rat? You...
Hey, no fighting in my bar, you hear?
What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Right now, I'm trying not to fall asleep on account of your boring lines.
Let me know when I should take you to bed.
Yet another dud. Try your macho bullshit on someone else.
Ah, would that make you jealous?
Get lost now.
I'll find a way to make you go all weak.
As weak as your head or as weak as your arms?
As weak as both together, baby.
Ugh.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
No threats, please. Oopsie, I must have nodded off for a moment.
No problem. As long as you didn't have any direct skin contact with the bar, that is.
You're funny.